So let's talk about customization and personalization of experiences. This is Chapter 4 in the Experience Economy textbook by Pine and Gilmore. The authors start out by talking about making experiences memorable. The easiest way to make an experience memorable is to make it unpleasant. We all have a bad incident story. In fact, I still harbor ill will for Einstein's bagels for an incident that happened at least 5 years ago. Fortunately, though, positive memories tend to last longer than unpleasant memories. Things like cost-cutting, standardization, etc. are often activities that make experiences more like commodities, and this hurts rather than helps make them memorable experiences. According to Pine and Gilmore, customizing a good or service is a sure route to creating an experience. Do you think that's true? I want you to think about that for a second. Their quote is, "Customizing goods turns them into services." You ought to read that section one more time. Customizing services turns them into experiences. Really? They talk about customization and mention 3 aspects. First, customization is specific to an individual's customer situation and time. It is particular, that is, it's designed to meet an individual customer's needs. And it is singular in that it focuses on benefiting the customer. When we talk about entering the experience economy, we all have examples of how to customize goods and services. Most of us have been to restaurants, and even high-end restaurants, that at the bottom of the menu have printed "no substitutions." Or maybe they're a little bit more polite and say, "no substitutions, please." We also then here have a quote from Jake Blues from the Blues Brothers movie when he's given a set of song requests by the audience. His response, "The heck with the requests, play the regular set." Well, none of these embrace the notion of customization of goods and services. Now, there is a way to customize goods and services in a cost-effective and efficient way. It's called mass customization. It's a combination of standardized platforms and modules that can be combined to make and create customized alternatives. This can be done in almost all industries with a minimum of disruption and a minimum of cost. An example of this is ordering a computer online. When you go to order a computer online, you start off with a platform. And that particular model is the platform. And then you can add or subtract things. You can add extra USB ports. You can add a faster processor. You can add bigger memory. And all those are examples of mass customization, where you start out with a traditional one-size-fits-all computer, but then you are given the opportunity to customize it for your individual needs. So Pine and Gilmore's notion is very clear. To enter the experience economy, first customize your goods and services. Pine and Gilmore talk about 2 different concepts regarding satisfaction and sacrifice and customization. They suggest that customer satisfaction is what the customer expects minus what the customer perceives they got. And this is sort of a traditional view of satisfaction. But then they go on to discuss something called customer sacrifice, which is what the customer wants exactly minus or versus what the customer ends up settling for. It's the second calculation that is critical to the notion of customization. And it could be as simple as, I want my child to sit by the window on the airplane because it's her first flight. Or I want the ceremony to start at sundown, not 20 minutes before sundown, not 20 minutes after sundown, but at sundown. Pine and Gilmore talk about 4 versions of customization. They talk about collaborative customization. This is where the customers are consulted and then the product is customized based on their feedback. And this is sort of a traditional version of customization. You're asked what you want and then they try to provide it. Adaptive customization is that you allow the individual customer to customize the product for themselves. And this is extremely powerful and extremely important in experiential marketing and with experiences. There's cosmetic customization. In cosmetic customization, the experience is the same, only it is packaged to seem different for each customer. And then there's transparent customization. That is, the product is tailored for the individual customers without their knowledge. For more on this, click on the link below. So Pine and Gilmore refer to personalization as a type of cosmetic customization, where the functionality of the offering stays the same, but the representation of the offering changes. What they mean is things like adding monogram towels, digitally printed t-shirts, or even personalized mugs. The notion of somehow making the experience seem tailored to you, the individual. Pine and Gilmore note, customization enables you to turn goods into services and services into experience. So, in personalizing their experiences, companies can quickly and easily embrace this technique to create individualized experiences. In summary, the bottom line is that experiences are uniquely individual because, by definition, each experience is derived from the interaction of the staged event and the individual. It's personal. Simply put, no two people have the same experience. Great experience stagers realize that and make the experience customizable and personalizable to provide unique, memorable experiences.